Okay, folks, week 74, Chief. Can you imagine? It's been 74 weeks. Woo. Anyway, this is Captain Paul, and I live with my twin brother, Pete.
Hey, guys.
Some of you guys, especially you guys who watch the old videos, know him as Kiko. Anyway, today we're going to do a walkthrough of a 40-year-old trawler. It happens to be the one we live on, Southern Estate. Why not?
Yeah.
And this is not staged for sale. Maybe next week, Chief, we'll do a video on a boat that is completely staged and ready to sell. This week we're just going to go through.
We can do the main ship.
Yeah, the main ship. This week we're just going to walk through this boat and we're going to go through the basic stuff of what we're looking for if we're walking aboard this boat for the very first time. And I'm a broker and I'm trying to sell it here to Kiko. What are the first few things that you're going to look for when you walk into this boat? So
All right.
That's what we're going to simulate. Okay, Chief? You got it? Anyway. Hey, Chief, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Anyway, the first thing the Chief wants to look at here is just the overall general appearance, condition,
Do a quick walk around.
and just see, the decks, are they clean, are they tidy, are they neat,
right.
real quick. But that's not where we're going to walk right inside, and we'll just get right into it. But just do a quick little visual.
Yeah.
Chief, so welcome aboard here.
All right.
Let's walk right in. All right, Chief, what's the first thing you're going to do right now?
Probably go in the engine room.
All right.
Smell and to make sure everything. I don't smells good.
Smell the sweet aroma of diesel fuel or anything like that. And then another thing, a quick visual check before we start anything. Just look around your windows real quick. You want to see if you see any water stains around your windows. Do we have any leaks around the ceiling? These all look pretty good. I don't see any staining anywhere.
And on one of these older boats,
You're gonna see it
somewhere.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Yeah.
Like right here, maybe just you can see a little discoloration right there, but I don't know. Yeah,
Maybe a little bit.
But yeah, and all in all, that would be a home run. Just so you know, that's not.
Yeah, that's nothing to even worry about right
Yeah.
there. But we're just looking real quick, just a quick visual right here.
Yeah.
And we don't see it, so we're ready to keep going, huh, Chief?
Yeah. Let's do this.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head right into the engine room. Why play games? Let's just head down there and see.
Let's get the major part over with. Lights on right here. Look, that's a good sign right there. The little indicator light goes on, tells me it's on.
Let's open it up.
I happen to know where the.
Okay, so the Chief's going down. He's got his engine room open. He's got good visibility. Would you say, Chief, down there or no?
Yeah, good visibility. All the lights work. I got look. I know it's kind of silly, but look at these. These caps don't look like they're a million years old.
They don't look all
The
rusted.
alternators look brand new. Now I'm not saying they are, but they look in good shape.
Yep, our alternator looks in fairly good shape. The toolbox looks orderly.
Yeah, I mean, and I just right here I can see that the fire extinguisher system looks like it's been serviced recently. Everything down here looks fairly clean. Where do you see rust? Because rust is salt water. Once salt water destroys everything it touches. So if you don't see a lot of rust, that's a good sign. Like right here on these, you'll see there's
no rust around the
right here.
Yeah, around the engine mounts.
Yeah.
Everything looks good there.
All these look fairly clean.
Clean.
Good.
All right, Kiko, so what are you looking for right now?
Now I'm just looking at the shafts, see how they look, see how everything back here looks. This is the gears. Look at these right here. This is a very expensive piece right here. See what kind of shape this is in?
Exhaust hose.
Exhaust hose, and this thing feels fairly new.
All the ray cores look like they're not all rust buckets, so piles of
Ray
junk.
cores right here all look pretty good. Man, I'm impressed.
Yeah, the generator case doesn't look all rusted out.
Yeah, look at the starter motor.
This engine room looks pretty decent so far.
Yeah.
Right now I'm thinking about, honey, let's call the surveyor. What do you think, Chief?
Thinking about it. I think we got a buyer here.
Again, guys, this is just a quick video of what, just our initial look at the boat and what we're looking for. Just a nice, that engine room isn't perfect. It's not detailed all out perfectly, but it's in pretty dang nice shape, for a boat that I just walked on. So the engine room, we would keep going on a boat like this. If we were actually looking at a boat for sale,
Yes.
we would keep going.
And just so you know, we've had surveys done where the surveyor said I'm done, right, and the surveyor walks off the job because there's no sense of going any further. Happens all the time.
Okay, next thing, we're gonna walk down into the kitchen, Akik.
Yep, we're gonna walk down here. Check this
out.
out.
Just make sure everything looks kind of neat and orderly. I'm looking for fire extinguisher tags right now. They all look they're up to date.
Yep.
This is our kitchen.
Yeah, everything looks good here, and I can tell that this is a newer sink because it has the rack system, which the old ones don't.
You got propane on-off switch right there.
Propane on-off. That's a new. So.
You know, we got our. It looks like it has a fairly new wash machine. All the wiring looks like it's in fairly good shape. It's all put away.
Solar. Yeah. Refrigerator.
We got our refrigerator. I don't see any damage to anything that I don't like. And this is, like I said, just a quick visual. Another thing, open your refrigerator. Look and see if there's a bunch of molded stuff inside your refrigerator. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. That means the boat's been neglected.
Now, I'm going to tell you this, 100%. You're probably just going to end up having to change out the toilet anyway, but you want to smell anything in here. And, you know, there again, there's nothing here that can't be fixed, but at the same time, 90% of the time, you're just going to end up having to replace the toilets anyway.
And
but
so
this has got the modern system on it with all the flush valves and washouts and all that stuff on it.
Then we look at our shower here.
Shower, everything
looks good.
Decent, you know.
I don't see anything there that looks like it scares the poop out of me.
No, everything looks good so far.
And this is again just a quick walkthrough video of things that I'm looking for. Now this is the front master suite right here.
Yeah. Now there again, so I'm going to show you there's some water right there, and I'm telling you exactly why that is. And see that right there, that black thing right there?
Yeah, we see.
That's a light. You turn that on, and that tells your anchor. What happens is when you go put it on, I happen to know this because I know the boat really well. That ain't from water damage. That's from somebody leaving that open underway, and that's why you got to come in here to lift your anchor and have the light on so that make sure you come in here to make sure those two ports are closed.
Because somebody drove the boat one time with the ports open and it got water in there, so there is a little bit of water damage around those two ports. It's an easy explanation.
Yeah. So.
But then we got another port right here. We're going to look at that one.
Yeah.
I don't see any water damage around that one. And again, this is a 40-year-old trawler, so I mean, we just like right here. There's a little damage around that window right there. Yeah. But are we going to really call the boat out over something that very little bit of water damage?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But again, we're looking up at the hatches right here.
Yeah.
See if you see any water damage, any water coming down through the hatches right here.
Yeah. And then I can just know this for a fact. These are all have been replaced because of the new style. I can tell just by looking. And this, I know that this has a brand new air conditioner unit in it because this is the new style air conditioning.
Yep, we know all that just by looking. Just a quick visual looking.
God, the guy that lives in here must be a good-looking guy. Look at this.
Chief, settle down. Look at that. Somebody's got a diploma for something.
Captain.
Anyway, this is actually Pete's little bedroom, but we're just looking at the window ports again. Around all the windows, we're just making sure up around the hatch right there. Another thing, like all these LED lights, make sure all my lights come on. These are all multi-changing color lights.
Yeah.
How do they look? How's my ceiling? Do I see any damage for water anywhere? And again, just all quick visual things that we can do. We can look inside and see what kind of, again, looking for any type of water damage. You know, it's not neat and orderly. But I don't see any type of water, nothing in there that really scares me. Nothing. So, you know, and you can open up a few hatches, you know, down below.
I'll open this one right here. Flies in there, so
it looks all nice and clean and neat and orderly. This is just a quick video of, you know, what I'm looking for here, and I'm looking through here. This is down in my bilge area. Everything in here, I don't see anything that scares the bejesus out of me. You know, there's a little water in the bilge, but these are wet bilges because of the shafts are wet shafts. So a little bit of water, and that's perfectly normal. But I don't see anything in there that scares me, Chief.
No, that's your holding tank right there for your
sewage. That's my black water holding tank right here.
These are always little toe grabbers, and when you first own a boat, you'll mess up a couple times. You won't stub your toe too many times on there before you make sure you put those down every time.
All right, so we've done a quick visual on the inside. We spent literally probably about 15 minutes just looking around, making sure everything, like this is our electrical panel here. I'm looking, to make sure, like you can see all my numbers for my generators. All my panels here looks fairly clean. Don't see anything here that scares the bejesus out of me. No wires running around anywhere. All of these are reading exactly what they're supposed to be reading. I'd say in general, and again, this boat is not, staged for sale. This is a boat that's lived on. But if it was going up for sale, these are things that we would be looking for. Chief, let's walk outside, because what I really want to look at now is, because you saw remember Luke Princess, it took me like a week to get one of those freaking fill caps off.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was my Blackwater or one of my fuel tanks or what it was. But let's walk around the decks real quick and just show them that. So now we're going to walk out here. Pete happens to know where the tool is, but we're going to check all these water tanks right here.
These are, and all of them too. Just hey, does it work?
Yep.
That's probably one of very
basic thing, but you'd be surprised
how many of these don't work.
So this is for diesel right here.
Yep.
It's marked diesel. You can see that it works. These are just, again, quick checks that we do. Just walk around the deck. Feeling for any soft spots in the deck or anything like that.
Yep.
I don't feel anything. Everything feels good. The teak has been removed on this particular boat. And this is another diesel tank right here. Oh, that's good. Now the sewage. Chief, I think when we got back from the Bahamas, if you remember correctly, we
thought we had one.
yeah, that one remember we had to drill this one out right here.
Yeah.
And that was us driving it. This worked when we bought the boat.
Yeah.
But the salt water got to it, and
Yeah.
so that's the one that this one opens because we have to have it. They come out and drain the boat every Friday. Somebody comes out and sucks all the water out of here.
That's a wastewater drain. Yeah.
So, and again, we're just looking around here, looking at the decks, kind of feeling around our decks here.
Yeah, and walking on there to make sure it feels solid.
Solid. You're looking.
There again, remember I told you these are new. So I already know these are new because the old ones are a wood stands thing with so somebody's already replaced these.
Yeah. I think the previous owner before us replaced all the hatches. So again, we're looking at the windlass.
You can look at your chain, because this is actually a new chain, but it's got a season under it, but it's it's in fairly good shape.
Yep, you want to make sure you don't have a big rust bucket there. You want to look at your windlass, see what kind of windlass you got here.
And this is a behemoth right here. This is the mother of all.
Well, yeah, that's the best you can buy right there.
Yeah.
And then we got a hose here, a wash-off hose. You ask the owner, does that work? Yes or no?
Very important. This is probably one of the most important things for anchoring systems. A lot of boats don't have them. Freaking love it, because you can wash your anchor line out as you come in.
Our dinghy system here, our crane. This is how you pull it, this dinghy on and off.
Yep.
So we're just giving it a quick visual, making sure. Looking at the canvas right now. We're looking at the canvas from the outside. This canvas is probably about 2.5 years old, isn't it, Chief?
3, whatever it is from the time we took it. Yeah.
3 years old. Still got another season or two left in it. So we're walking down the deck here. And again, this is just a quick walk around. Kind of checking it ourselves before we call any surveyor. See if anything here we see that we don't like. It just all looks pretty good, doesn't it, Chief?
Yeah, so far so good. So far we still got a deal.
Chief, I don't know. I love the boat.
You're gonna have to learn to unlove it.
All right, so I'm up here on the top deck here, just looking around, feeling with my feet, seeing if I feel anything, any soft spots. All the teak has been removed on this one.
Yep.
Everything looks fairly nice and neat.
Yep. Looks good.
Yeah, everything looks put away.
Yep.
Canvas isn't perfect, but it will work.
Good.
You can get a season out of it. It looks like it would clean up pretty well. This canvas is all pretty new.
Yeah.
So I'm all happy with upstairs here. Another thing we can do is we can open up this. You'd be surprised how many of these, not that necessarily the underneath. Yeah, you can just go through this cabinet right here, just look inside there.
Yeah.
Ours is kind of a mess,
But it doesn't have cobwebs and
dirt
and junk and
all that stuff in there. So just, again, this is just a basic for you guys to, something, you know, that you guys can be looking at before you ever even consider calling a survey, what to look for. Open this one up here. I want to see that my flares are up to date. That's all looks pretty good in there. I don't see anything that scares me. Yeah. Everything's looking good, Chief. What do you think, Chief? Should we go back down and talk a little more about this?
yeah, let's see what we got.
Let's you want to walk downstairs and let's talk about it a little bit more, Chief?
Yeah, let's walk
Guys. So the first thing I'm looking for, Pete, when I walk in the boat, again, is the smell test. Do I smell diesel? When I get down in the engine room, do I smell diesel?
Yeah.
How's my engine room look?
Rust.
Yeah, if I see a bunch of rust, I see old filters, I want to see dates on my filters. That's what I like.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean you won't see an ounce of rust. You know, might see a little bit. Just it's all in moderation. Right?
Yeah, like the top of the fuel tanks. What do the top of the fuel tanks look at?
Yes.
Likely, this is, if you can get to them, that's a good inspection for you to do.
Yeah.
And you know, just look at your shafts. Look at, you know, just everything in the engine room there. How clean it is.
Yeah.
How dirty it is. To me, it's always, you can always tell the telltale signs of a boat. Just walk into the engine room. That's the very first thing.
Yeah.
Because if you just see a mess down there, more than likely the rest of the boat is a mess.
Yeah, I've walked on a boat and drove another state before. Walked on the boat and was on it for 2 seconds, and I just walked right off because when takes your breath away from the smell of diesel or something, just walk off the boat. There's nothing you can do
about it. There's nothing better to me when a broker says, "Oh, that's just old trawler smell." That's
not old trawler smell.
Diesel in the bilge is not old trawler. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
And you can't get it out of there because once it gets in the fibers of the glass, you can never get it out of there.
You'll never get rid of the smell.
And so when you're walking in there, first thing is, do you smell that diesel? Then next thing, do you smell sewage? Then do I, you know what I'm saying? Then I want to, then I want to do a quick visual of all my wall panels to see what kind of shape they're in, what they look like. I want to go into the bathroom. Do I got a working toilet? And then if you want to take it to another advanced level right there, just basically do your basic checks. You know, will it pass a basic safety inspection from the Coast Guard? Are all my fire extinguishers up to date?
Yeah.
Does it have you need carbon monoxide detectors. You need one carbon monoxide detector, and I believe you need 2 smoke detectors on this size boat.
Yeah.
You know, where are they at? Are they working? Are they operational? Because if it doesn't have it, then is that neglect, Chief, or what is that?
Yeah, just, and you got to remember, some of these, they sit and they just sit.
Yeah, a lot of people will buy these boats and they sit, they're not used, the engines aren't started, and I think that's one of the worst things that you can do to a boat, especially one of these old boats.
Yeah.
They need to be run, the engines need to be exercised, the valves need to be exercised, a little bit advanced. You can open up and close a couple of through hauls as a telltale sign, you know what I'm saying, what you're getting yourself involved with, because right away, if you got to take it to the boatyard and it needs, which most boats do.
Yeah.
I would say on these 40-year-old trawlers, a lot of them don't have working through hauls. This one happens. I think they all work on this boat. Yeah, I know they do.
Might be a couple tight ones, but yeah, for the most part.
No, I don't. I've opened and closed every single one of them on this boat. He put the guy before us put all new.
Yeah, they were all put in recently.
Brand new from his haul out. But that's stuff that's a little bit more advanced. I mean, your survey is going to find that, and there's going to be stuff on these boats, guys. There just is, and you've got to make the determination of what you're going to tolerate and who's paying for that, because we could say another thing too, Chief. If I'm walking on this boat and the broker's asking $120K for it because this has a $96,000 buck value, and so a broker probably lists this boat at $120,000. I'm not paying for shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You're paying top dollar.
Yeah, I'm paying top dollar for the boat, so I'm not paying for nothing.
Turnkey is what you want.
Yeah, I want turnkey. I want every through haul working. I want fresh bottom paint on the boat. I want at $120K. I want everything. I want a freshly painted hull. I want the hull buffed out. I want the boat looking good. you know, now if this boat was, let's say, $75,000, you know, it's a different story, because now you know, who's doing the bottom job? Are you doing it, or is he doing it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you can start a little bit of negotiation.
Right.
But if you're way past that buck value already, and then you've got to take on all these projects, that's you know, you might want to consider maybe not even doing the survey on the boat until, you know, you can just let the broker know, hey, when the owner gets the boat up to par, which is just operating condition, and you know, being able to pass just the basic Coast Guard inspection. Does the horn work? Does the running lights work? Does, you know what I'm saying? If he advertises it, does the air conditioners work? Does the toilet work? You know, if he's advertising it that this is a turnkey boat and all this stuff works, does it work? Prove to me it works.
Now, and one thing I want to say on these older boats, I don't care what if they, even if they get the air conditioner working, and it's the original air conditioner,
They're
or
not
an
gonna
older,
look long.
I 100% guarantee you, if you're going to use it as a liveaboard, or you're going to use it all the time, you will be replacing that air conditioning.
Yeah, because we've talked about that in other videos. I think next week we'll do a walkthrough of a boat that's staged and ready to go, like ready to for sale. And then maybe the next week we'll talk about, get back into the basics, because we have this video. We've talked about this for the 3 things that you got to replace is your ACs, mattresses, and
toilets.
Toilets. Those are your 3 basic things that have to be working on the boat, especially if you're going to do America's Great Loop, or you're going to you know, get on these boats as a liveaboard. You know, and you got to make the determination for something like that.
Yeah.
And what you're using, because if it's just a weekend boat and you're just coming out for the weekend, you can use, like, that hand crank toilet works fine, and
you can get away with the ACs just working for 2 days. But when they go full time,
every seal gets tested, everything gets tested. And when we bought this boat, we bought it knowing it needed air conditioners.
Yes.
But we got 2 seasons out of the original air conditioners.
Yeah, we milked them.
And got 2 seasons. I didn't have anybody working on them. I had one guy look at them. He just said you can't get the Freon for those. But so we just slowly replaced the front one last year, and then this one we put this air conditioner in for this year. It could use one more marine air in here, and you know, maybe I'll do it, maybe I don't, maybe you know, but it'll be reflected in the price when I go to sell the boat. If that makes sense.
And I'll tell you what, this setup that's in here right now is the best we've ever had. We've had it all. Yeah. And this is by far the best
100%.
I mean, you can feel the chill in the air when you walk in here, which you never could with any of them else. Yeah.
And so, but it's all, you know, relative to what you're looking for and what you want to do with the boat. I mean, this boat is set. This boat has a solar system on it.
Yeah.
One of the things that solar system, and between the solar system and the dinghy, I think he gave like a $30,000 credit for the boat. If you take that off there, then the boat's right back down to the $70,000 what the boat would be worth. Because, you know, I mean, the dinghy on the front there is $10,000.
Yeah.
And then the solar system, he knows that solar system costs around $30,000 to put on the boat. That's the batteries, all the Vectrons, the
all
rack,
wired in and everything.
Yeah, everything.
It's a lot of work.
It is. It was a lot of work. Even the rack that goes over the top of that, they credited. So they gave us like a little less than $30,000 credit for all that stuff on the insurance survey. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Peace out. Anybody needs any help, please let me know. We do yacht training. You're welcome to come out to the boat here to see Southern Estate and any of the boats that we have for sale out here right now. We happen to have, I don't know, what, 3 or 4?
Yeah.
We got Blue Max over there. We've got the main ship 400 over here. We've got the 29 Ranger. So we've got a pretty good range of boats. And then this one right here, we bring people right here on Southern Estate, let you take a tour of Southern Estate.
Yep.
We're happy to show it to you guys and just kind of give you, open your minds of what's out there, what's available, what the prices are.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you do. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. And thank you guys so much for watching. We truly, truly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.